We asked some of those that have benefited from the services of DMIP and the volunteers to explain what the services mean to them.
After 4 years of caring for Mum on my own, I got involved with Dementia Matters in Powys, and I finally feel that I'm not alone. I've got plenty of friends and family that I can talk to, but none of them really understood where I was coming from. But now I feel as if people do understand me and they do listen to me, and I just feel not as alone as I did. Even though I wasn't lonely, I just don't feel as alone.
My husband and I have attended the Friendship Circle organised by DMIP since its commencement. We have made so many good friends and enjoyed a variety of entertainment every Thursday, table tennis, bowls, singing, arts and crafts, etc., and also had lovely lunches prepared by the volunteers. My husband Wyndham was admitted to Brecon Wall Memorial Hospital in January and had to be transferred to the Mountains Nursing Home on the 26th of March as the ward was closing down. I have not been able to visit him during the last 3 months, but the staff have been very kind when I telephone, and they do FaceTime weekly. During this time, the staff and volunteers of DMIP have been fantastic, telephoning all members weekly and arranging virtual meetings for carers on a Monday and all members on a Thursday. They choose a different theme each week. We even went to Ascot last week wearing big hats. These last 3 months have been very difficult for everyone, especially when families live away and cannot travel to Wales. But DMIP have been amazing in the way they have supported us and keeping us all together. Gaynor.
I personally am a telephone friend to one of our members and also temporarily during holidays to a carer. The first lady I met through our meeting centre prior to lockdown, and therefore had the benefit of some insight into her interests and life before lockdown and also dementia. I always like to start and end my conversations on a happy note. Instead of saying hello, I start my conversation with a song. I am a listening ear, but I am also a friend. And at the end of the day, raindrops keep falling on my head. Da, 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 da.
I've had dementia since around about 2 and a bit years ago. Still waiting for a full diagnosis, but it's definitely dementia in the front. So I'm all radio gaga. I've also got chronic rheumatoid arthritis, so walking dead most of the days, but I'm still. So I was invited to join this little Zoom meeting. Apprehensive at start, but soon got into it, and then I couldn't stop talking. And that's what it's about. It's a lovely group, very chatty, very open and confidential, where you can talk about anything and everything, whether your dementia, your hobbies, your interests, painting and decorating, you name it, you can chat about it and get advice on it. It's introduced me to a lot of new people, the support workers and the organisers, they're brilliant, and a couple of the gentlemen, and especially one who's decided to offer me some telephone support, and it's brilliant. I think we were on the phone for about an hour, so shock, horror, it's great. And it's better than feeling down, depressed and lonely. It gets you out of your shell, which is more important, I think. So if you get an invite, or if you know anybody who sends an invite to you, join up, because we welcome more. It's mainly for the fellas, but who knows?
This is the only forum that I go to that understands what I'm doing. I've got lots of friends, I've got lots of strategies around the village for any upsets, but this is the only place where you can be yourself. And if it's not feeling very good, you can say it. And by the end of it, we're usually all laughing.
I care for my wife, Sue, who has young onset dementia, and I've been caring for the past 12, 13 years. I haven't been to an awful lot of the online sessions, but those I have, I've found really encouraging. It's been nice meeting others in the same situation. But apart from that, there's all the other little things that DMIP have been doing. Like, I really, really appreciated the birthday card I got. It's those little things that mean so much. And the little carers pack. I didn't get to eat my chocolate because Sue pinched it. But, you know, it's the thought that counts, isn't it? I think what I'd like to see in the future is perhaps much more online contact, even when the meeting centres can reopen. I haven't been down to a real life meeting centre for a long time because Sue's quite reluctant to go. We did manage to get her go once when her PA took her down to see the owls. But sometimes I think, and as Sue, certainly as she progresses, actually physically moving and going to a place can get very, very difficult. Getting her ready to go in the car, coping with the drive, even a short drive where she's constantly asking where we were going. So that also is a bit of a disinclination for you to go out. So yeah, I think going forward, if we could have, for those, and I'm sure there are lots of other people in my situation who find it increasingly difficult to go out and about, who would relish the prospect of being able to meet others online. And I think, you know, we've had 4 months to really get the hang of this online business, and it's so much better than a phone call. And I think as people have been getting more and more used to it, I've noticed over the weeks people are more relaxed, the conversations are more natural, there's less self-consciousness about sort of seeing yourself chattering away. So yeah, that's something I'd like to say. And just a big thank you to everybody for the support, for the phone call. So yeah, as I say, it's the little things. It's the little bars of chocolate that I didn't get to eat and the birthday card. And meeting people I've known for a long time and meeting some new people.
I remember last week when it was really hot and sunny, you had 2 visitors from the dementia group. But did you really enjoy them being here?
I did. It was lovely to see them. Thank you for the flowers.
And for coming to see you.
And coming to see us.
That's great. Thanks, girls. It was brilliant. Really gave Mum and Dad a lift. Thank you.
I'm Wendy. I'm a volunteer with Dementia Matters in Powys. I cared for my husband for 10 years through his dementia struggle, and I cannot praise highly enough this homely group that made our lives more bearable. They gave us advice and support and mostly friendship. They became our friends and made life much, much easier.